YouTube. I am here with Zoe.
Hello.
And
Mercedes.
And Mercedes, the dog. And we were kind of just talking before, a crazy topic that I thought I'd bring up was the storage locker game that my dad was into. Because we were going over and looking back on it, me and my dad have had some very strange encounters in this storage locker game. For those who are watching, I don't know if you're familiar with the show Storage Wars, but it was a show that ran, it was like 2000 whatever, to 2015 or something.
It was like daytime TV.
Yeah, daytime TV.
Funny because my dad is the type of person who has a storage locker but doesn't pay rent, and then ends up in situations where people like Magnus's dad end up buying our shit.
Gosh.
Because I had an incident last year where I tried to get involved with his case because he has a storage locker and he hasn't been paying rent, but it's all my shit. Like, it's all my stuff that I had when I was a kid.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, nah, I need that back. And I have got some really nice mid-century furniture that I brought in there.
Yeah.
I've never owned it either. Like, I bought it from an op shop and it went straight to the storage unit. It's immaculate. I know. It's worth so much money. Like, I could probably resell it for about $3,000. Yeah, ball. So when I went back home, I got in contact with the storage company, literally knocked on their gate. I was like, excuse me. And she's like, sorry, it's private. I was like, oh, my dad's got a storage unit here and he owes you money. And then she let me in the door. And then she's like, oh, okay. And she racked up an invoice when it was $3,000. And I was like, don't worry about it. I'll take it to Wins and they'll back pay. So I got all the paperwork for him to take it to Wins, and then because he's my dad, and he's so anti the system. He's so anti any system. Can we go? So I got all this paperwork done for him, for Wins to back pay it, and then he conspired against Wins and was like, no, I'm not, and just left it. So our storage unit has just been left.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'm not too sure what they did with it, but if anyone ends up buying it, hit me up, because it's got all of our family photos and shit.
You'll catch you on Train Me right now.
Yeah, literally.
I'm gonna lowball them. Get some profit.
I'll give you some nice mid-century furniture for your house, see?
Yeah.
Because the whole reason I chucked it in storage is because I didn't live there, but I needed to buy this unit. Oh my gosh, I needed to buy it.
Yeah, this guy I know, this unnamed person, tried to get me to go down to this abandoned building and try to steal this furniture out of it. Really... To
be honest, my bad. I feel like if it's in an abandoned building, free game. Because I feel like the furniture needs to be loved. It really did. You gotta order on somebody to keep some of that shit.
It was interesting. You know? It was just he was really sketchy about it. He was we'll put on masks, bro. I'm gonna take my license plate off. When we get it, you're just gonna run. And it's oh my god.
Wow. Well, the furniture's clearly calling to be taken, because at the moment nobody's appreciating it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The energy. I feel like furniture's, when it's kind of, becomes a part of our family, and then we abandon it.
Yeah, it's
And it's screaming to be picked up. So I have no problem with picking up shit from abandoned buildings, but if you do, because when I was your age, and I had my babies and shit, we pretty much got all of our furniture off the side of the road. Because in Hamilton, people just chuck shit on the road, stars.
Yeah, I'm scouring the Dunedin free page.
Yeah,
love that shit, man. The free section of the marketplace. Anything I can get my hands on, I grab it. Yeah, that table's free over there. These chairs, I stole them out of the front of the hotel. They were just sitting there on the street.
Oh, yeah,
might as well.
That's beautiful. Dunedin's good for that. There's a lot of good furniture in Dunedin. I'll say that because of the industry they had here back in the day, but
I like that it's an industrial town.
Yeah, me too.
I like that, and it's it's a harbour city.
Yeah.
And I enjoy those aspects about a city.
This is old Zealand, I feel.
Yeah.
Dunedin. If you've experienced the rest of New Zealand, come to Dunedin, it's this is what New Zealand was supposed to. This is the ultimate ideal New Zealand. Because everybody here just gets along and shit, and it's affordable.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Did the people who started colonizing, did they start in the south?
Yeah, the people have been coming to the South Island for years long
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
of the whale trade and shit. Ngāi Tahu were just like on game.
Yeah.
They already had their own contracts set up before the treaty was even signed. So you know what I mean? Like people have been coming here for years from everywhere.
Like how I love how industrial like Russia is. Like most of that like Europe
Russia?
sector. Well, it's like how industrial is. There's like massive like plants. There's like big pipes
Industrial
and
Revolution,
stuff.
eh? Yeah, kia ora. Engineering is sacred geometry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be good at that shit.
Yeah. So, what's your story, Zoe, for the people who don't know you? How'd you get to be right here?
Oh my gosh, Magnus. Well, I woke up this morning.
I mean, like, in general.
How did I get to be in Dunedin? How did I get to be in the room with Magnus?
How'd you get to be you right now?
To be me?
How did that start?
Well, I've lived many lifetimes. This
this
is my final incarnation, and I'm just here to enjoy life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've just been taking where the universe takes me. So I've started someplace, and I'm here now.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I was telling my mum before I got here, because she's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to see Magnus," and she's like, "Who's that?" And then do you reckon it's funny how do other people describe you to their friends or like to their family to give context?
I'm the wisdom shepherd.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because the first thing I said about you was that I was like, "Oh, Magnus, yeah, he was born like he's Great Barrier Island."
True.
That's the first thing I said
True.
to mum about you. You know what I mean?
Get it.
And she was like, "Oh, okay."
True.
Yeah.
Wow.
And because that's the main thing, because I don't even know how I learned that about you, but as soon as I learned that about you, I was like, "Oh, yeah." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm from. That's in my area code. And look, we have the same hands. Show them your hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is my baby." You know what I mean? Like, this is my... We're related.
Straight up.
Found them in the wild.
Through soul.
Type shit. Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're just traveling through the universe at astral speed type shit. So, like, that's what I told my mom. I was like, "Oh, yeah." And then she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Yeah, it's one barrier."
I feel like I got a couple more lifetimes to live.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I think it's definitely not my first
Kia ora.
encounter with life. But, yeah, I think I got a while to go. I think I got a lot more to learn.
Do you know what you got to do in this lifetime to take it to the next? Do you know what I mean?
Knowledge, wisdom.
Have you learnt do you know what your path is? Do you know much about yourself?
I don't know, I think, what do you mean by that? Like,
do you know what your, like, universal coding is?
what is universal
What?
coding? I haven't looked into this. No.
He's too young. Nah.
What's universal coding?
You're all Pisces.
Break it down, yeah.
So, like, the Matrix exists, right? Everyone knows the Matrix exists. We're born into a calendar. Everyone gets born with a number and a star sign and all of that.
9 digits security code.
Yeah, type shit. You know, we love systems. And so this is like a system that we get born into. We're born into the Matrix. But also the Matrix does not exist. So you exist outside of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, the Matrix is probably the least relevant thing in the universe.
Have you heard that Andrew Tate guy?
Yeah.
He sells courses to get out of the Matrix.
Yeah, well, he's also an art for the Matrix. See, like the Matrix.
Yeah, he's an admin for it.
They use him to bait people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to trigger people, like he knows how to trigger.
Yeah, he does.
And I just look at him, I'm like, "Oh, what?" I don't really give a fuck what comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, I think any smart person can see through it. And see
like,
it.
he's ugly for starters. Like, I don't listen to ugly people.
Some obnoxious guy. You know,
but it's
throwing words around.
Yes, I just can't help but laugh at him, but not in a ratchet way. But it's just like, "Oh yeah, true."
I just kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah, a little bit.
It would suck to
I know he's got a lot of baby mama drama.
He's got a Bugatti. You know, you can't argue with it. You know, he's got a Bugatti.
Well, he can have. Yeah,
He's happy. He's happy. got a
Yeah,
Bugatti.
but, you know, when you got baby mama drama, don't matter what you got going on, like, that's gonna stress
He's
you
got
out.
7 women with knives at his throat, honestly.
Yeah, well,
They're going to take that money.
they're all...
He's got quite a bit of money, from what I understand, at least I think.
Oh, absolutely. Him and his brother, Ray.
Yeah.
Because they're like half American, half English.
Yeah, or like half, like...
Are they half
Slovakian
British or something?
I don't even know.
I don't know their
Well,
either.
we can Google it and we can give the listeners correct information.
But yeah, I've never personally had a problem with him. I have watched some of his videos, actually so funny, not gonna lie. Like, he has got good business mindset, I guess. And his fans love him. He says dumb shit on purpose to get people to listen to him, I guess. Like,
what's the word for where you're from? Like, something...
I don't know, right? Origin.
Nah, you gotta be like...
Right, fucking papa.
What's the word for that? It's like, bloodline?
Oh, no, because then you're just going to get a family tree. Honour your bloodline.
Like, what,
But he's definitely an op for the Matrix, you know.
Well, it's like, I'm New Zealander. What is the word for that? Like, he is...
Like, what's your fucking papa? I don't know the English word.
Yeah, fuck.
Sorry about it. I wrote...
Like...
Bio.
I'm so blanking right now.
You can just write bio and it'll give you some general information.
Surely.
What's his star signs, first of all? 1st of December, okay, so he's a Sagittarius man.
So he is American and British. He's born 1st of December.
Yeah, he's a Sagittarius man, masculine energy. 1986, I think. He was born in the year of the tiger.
He's getting old. Oh no, he's 38.
Oh, he's my age.
It's not old. 6'3", 1.9 meters tall.
Whoa, he's massive, cunt.
205 pounds. He's
So,
got
what? He's kickboxing.
9 losses and 76 wet, 32 by knockout. Jesus. In August, Romanian police raided 4 properties Tate owns and expanded its investigation to include
Oh, he's a
trafficking
trafficker.
minors, sexual minor, money
Draw the
laundering,
line there. No.
attempting to influence
That's awful.
witnesses.
Oh my god.
Tate and his brother have denied all charges and allegations. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Look at him.
A Sagittarius man.
It's got, yeah, gosh. Wow. Well, yeah, anyway.
Masculine energy.
How did we get to this guy?
first. His name's Emery, I like that.
We were talking about the Matrix.
Yeah, because he's an op for the Matrix.
And you were talking about the Matrix originally. You were saying
Yeah,
that
because...
a Matrix exists.
Yeah, well, yeah. And not everyone's born into it, but we are, obviously, because we have, like... Because we are. We have been. There's a lot of people that exist, you know what I mean? That don't have it.
Yeah.
But what's your birthday?
17th of March.
Oh, so he's what? What's 1 plus 7?
7.
8.
Yeah, so you're 8. You're a very karmic person.
True, 8's my good number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your money.
Money?
8's money, wealth. You need to figure out how to...
Yeah, I'd like to start
You know what I
seeing
mean?
some of that.
8's a good
Get
number
it.
for you. I think Ollie's an 8 too.
8's are cool.
I think Ollie's the 17th.
True.
Yeah, Ollie's got an 8 influence. So then what number is your month? 3.
3.
What number is your... What year were you born?
2005.
So 2005, 2 plus 7, 2 plus 5 is 7.
Yeah.
That's 7 plus 3 is 10. 1. Okay. Plus what's your birthday? 8. Are you a life path 9?
9.
So 8 and 9 are your numbers. He's a 9!
Yeah.
You're an infant! You do have more lifetimes to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If anything, this is like one of your first incarnations. Like, you do
No,
have
not-
past lives.
Yeah,
No,
I got a couple.
he does have
got
past
a couple
lives.
under my belt.
Yeah, of course you do. No one comes here
Yeah.
without that.
I got a
But
couple
you know what I
ones.
mean? But this is your first incarnation as this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already knows. See, you already know. I told
Yeah,
you.
definitely. Yeah. Definitely
Wow,
figuring
you're a
this life
9.
out.
That's beautiful.
like to think so.
So those are your numbers.
Yeah. 8 and 9.
Magnus,
What are your numbers?
I'm 11 and 10. So I was born on the 10th of June, so like 11 and 1. And then my number's 11. So I'm for sure that this is my last incarnation. There's part of me that knows that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't coming back here.
True.
I'm going back to the astral plane after I kaka, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll do my bit for the earth, for the old earth. I feel like as it's transitioning into the new earth, you know what I mean? I do what I can in this lifetime.
Yeah.
And then I'm out. Like, the baby's got this.
Yeah, you're lucky to experience the transition of
I reckon too, I
the
agree.
old earth to what it is now. Like
From
'cause-
analog to digital.
yeah, because like from now on it's different. It's
Exactly.
and it's never gonna be like like you. And there are also like people that, but also like I don't know. I guess since like the 20s, it's just like kind of ramped up. Like like
Yeah, well, we have
until
internet
then-
now.
until then it's ramped up until Y2K or internet, and then it just changed everything.
Yeah, we have internet. Like, there'll never be kids born now that have not internet.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? They
Like,
have not internet.
Yeah, like even me, really, like me growing up on the barrier was just really cool. Like I experienced old Earth, like
Oh, absolutely. The barrier is
landline
sacred.
phones.
Yeah,
I didn't have a TV.
It's
like-
still kind of like that, but it's like the parallel. So barrier is the place of extremes. You don't get anything normal with the barrier. It's either one extreme or the other. So you're living with no power, or you're living in a like grand designs type house. Eh?
Mhm.
It's a lot of contrast on that place. It's insane, really. It's pretty. That's why not many people can handle it. Eh?
Yeah. It was just
It's
beautiful.
great.
Grow up as a kid like that, because I didn't have like a phone to go on if I was bored, and like on a day, I had to like go and do something, and it gave me this awesome imagination, which I think a lot of people lack nowadays.
Well, the frequency's way different on the barrier too than everywhere else. So like with these kids growing up in cities, the general frequency is a lot different. You go to the barrier, you're all like in tune with the earth itself.
Yeah.
The place is full of birds. The purikala trees are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
I
like in the
think-
place of God.
I think that
You're there. You're in the presence of God.
that winds into my personality. 'Cause, like, I appreciate like a city or like a place with just like some bush around. Like like that's why I like this place. Is like there's a whole like big valley with like no houses right there, and it's like I like Dunedin like a lot because it's the town belt.
Yeah,
It's like this big
yeah,
bit
I
of
agree.
garden that
I
winds
agree.
the whole city.
Yeah.
And it's like you can walk the whole city through garden if you want to.
Yeah,
which I think
Dunedin's
is
good
awesome.
for that. It influences the modi of the entire city.
Yeah.
People respond when there's plant life
Yeah.
around, especially this shit's thriving. Because there's a lot of what do you call them? I don't want to call them nature people.
Nature
Like,
appreciators.
People give a shit about nature in this city.
Yeah.
Everyone does. It's not hard. Like from where I'm from Waikato. There's a lot of farmers and shit. Those kinds. It's like real hard to convince them that the environment is all good. Whereas in Dunedin, everyone's kind of like, yeah.
There's also there's more to appreciate to say like New York City, where there's only like one park that has trees and shit. you know?
Bro, exactly. Do you know what I reckon too? Like, our air is so fresh.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the air in that city.
Yeah, we got
Like,
sea and mountain.
Bro, those
here.
kinds will be breathing in some dense ass fog. Like,
Fog, smog, the sewer grates blasting out dirty
literally.
steam.
The rats. Oh, no. Don't even.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
going
rotting
to-
bodies on the streets in New
Nah,
York,
dude.
like the people walk by, oh, what's that smell? There are like 4 dead bodies probably, like under their tarp,
going to Castle Street's bad enough for me.
Yeah.
That's enough scummy for me.
Yeah,
to
you're
kind of
travelling
make-
right
yeah.
there.
That shit will be way worse than Castle Street.
Yeah.
No way. No way. That's why I don't want to travel. I'm happy here in my final incarnation.
Yeah.
Hey girl, we made it. This is my angel. She
Yeah.
knows too. Like, we just roaming the earth together. Like, when we die, she's gonna be buried with me. So after she cucks her, I'm just gonna carry her around to till I get buried, and then she's gonna be buried with me.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put her on my headstone. I already told my nieces and everything.
That's beautiful.
Hey, like that's all good.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know where else I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I think I want to do Tibetan sky funeral. I wonder if there's any videos of
What
that.
the hell? Well, you can have that, Magnus.
Tibetan sky. How does it work? Let's look at an in-depth video.
You should. Oh, how? Where are we gonna get one of those birds from, Magnus?
Yeah, these are the Tibetan falcons. Massive birds.
Can you imagine how Skyberry
Do you just sacrifice your body with that thing?
to save the starving tigers? This shows compassion.
That's
Many
beautiful.
people think after we die everything is finished. But in Buddhism, we believe we still can practice Buddhism and learn even from that body.
So you see past life as a
Modern
loner.
sky burial in Tibet is located at Drikung Monastery, around 200 kilometers.
You gotta go there. How the hell are we gonna get to the...
I'm gonna, before I die on my last legs, I'll hike up.
The monastery is the main seat.
Take a kidney with you?
Yeah.
And that's your last meal? If you know you're gonna die, eat a kidney
Sure.
as your last meal? Yeah. If you know, you know. Some people don't get one. Take one of those with you up there. Take one for them too, so.
Yeah. Straight out there.
Gotta keep it tika.
500 kilometers away to do the sky burial here.
Wow, that's some, Mary shit. We got one of those
Now
regular.
they are bringing the dead body near.
Oh, it's a cupcake.
So Sachimarpo is the throne of the Rinpoche. And Tibetan
Put it on
people
the
have been
throne.
believing that if you leave the dead body under Sachimarpo throne for one night, he will be reborn as a
That's a
human
beautiful
in his
like
next life
quilt.
again.
About that's beautiful. Look at that tapestry.
Massive.
That's beautiful.
The architecture.
Do you sew?
So first
Kinda
thing in the
still,
morning,
yeah.
Before they start sky burial,
That's stunning.
every corpse must have to bring in front of the main assembly hall of Drikung Monastery, and then the monks will organize
the carrier.
a ceremony.
Wow, that's the clock, isn't it?
Really chance.
Whoa. What the hell? How are we gonna get you here?
Drive me.
I'll already be in this. I'll come down in the spirit realm and come see you on
Yeah.
that. But someone's gotta get me.
Give me a helicopter.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be a millionaire anyway.
Shipping container.
You know. Yeah, we'll just ship you there. What happens to the sarcophagus? Oh, you get buried. That's crazy. Make
No,
sure
you
they
don't-
chuck
you
him in
don't-
the
you don't
car,
get
right?
buried.
Get a four-wheeler.
They lay you on the rocks and they let the falcons pick your bones
No
clean,
way!
and you go back into the circle of life.
So this is sacred as this would
Yeah.
have been happening for thousands of years type shit.
The history of sky
So these birds know exactly what
Yeah,
their role is.
yeah.
That's so sacred.
But they may have gone on for
It is a
much
bit of
longer.
death.
They're fucking
The process
massive.
of the sky burial. Once the body reached to the sky burial platform, the master have to separate hair from skulls and have to check if the skull have hole or not. If the skull have a hole, it means that the spirit have went up to the paradise. And then he have to separate flesh from bones.
No.
And first he will chop down all the bones into powder and mix it with the human organs. And first he have to serve the bones and the organs
You actually get like butchered, like sushi'd up.
So this is the basic information
Well.
about sky burial in Tibet. And as a tourist, you may not have chance to visit sky burial in person. So I wish by this video you also can learn something about
You're not allowed to go there if
Tibetan
you're a
culture
tourist.
and
No.
learn the way we should live
You get
happily.
buried if you're a tourist, or if like you devote your life to God.
That's next to a
Church
tapu
up
space,
there.
Because like we wouldn't let tourists on our urupas and shit.
Yeah,
Or at our motorais, because fuck that.
but
Tapu.
yeah, I'd like to go out like that. Maybe that would be a.
Well, we can arrange that, but like we could do a hoary version on the barrier. And then just have the kahus come and pick you up,
God,
dude.
imagine that.
There's actually a road in Hauraki where I'm from called Kaikahu Road, because there was a big ass war that went on down there, and then they left all the bodies out there for the kahu birds to come in.
True.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Cool.
Like we almost got it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god.
Birds know what's good to eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they can travel between worlds, always have.
Did you go to school with someone who became really well off or like famous at all?
Heaps of people. My school was known for celebrities, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Any- Anybody I know?
Nah.
What,
Nah, I'm not even famous, see, I'm just making that up.
Is there anyone you know who's like still from high school that's like pretty well off now or something?
What's it like a millionaire status?
Yeah, or like did a big project for a big like celebrity or something, or like works with celebrities, or like
What kind of celebrities?
I don't know, any celebrity.
It's difficult.
Or are they in like a known band or like a well known artist or something?
Oh, but I don't even know where to start. I think I've got so many homies that are doing fucking cool shit all around the way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because I grew up real small town, and I think small town breeds a lot of interesting people, but only if those people leave. And it's the people that leave that go out and do shit that end up being all good. The rest of them just kind of stay there and keep have babies and have mean jobs. Like, I'm not even hating, because like the creative pathway ain't that easy either. Like
Yeah.
But the small town really bred a lot of creatives that have done heaps of fucking cool shit out in the wild. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, I think New Zealand has like a weird but really cool and unique scene. Like,
I agree.
Creative scene. Like it's
I agree.
I don't really like. I look around and see like shit that's done overseas and stuff. Like I don't really see anything that's like New Zealand creative work. Not really. Like
Wait, what do you mean? Say again?
like there's nothing else like it in the world really.
Like our shit? No,
Yeah.
we're the fucking bomb, G.
Straight up, like
We are world class here.
Yeah.
That's why we do so well overseas. Like, we're actually mean at our shit.
yeah,
I
like,
love New Zealand music
yeah.
and all that. Like,
There's something out here that makes it happen like that.
because we live in the promised land.
Yeah, it's geographical isolation. Where
Yeah.
we're separate from
Yeah, that's why we can't see our own greatness. Because we're so
Everything.
isolated, G.
yeah.
Wah, wah.
But then the internet, so now we can.
And
And we're
then-
starting to see.
People go out and do shit, and then it's hard to hear about if you're not in those scenes as well. Do you know what I mean? So like, I went to high school with. Here's a cool chick I went to high school with. Okay, this is probably the biggest flex but I reckon, but it's not really that. I think it's very cool, but anyways, she lives in Papua New Guinea. G. Like, I went to high school with her. She's at the New Zealand ambassador in Papua New Guinea, and this bitch is like, she's Māori, but she's pale as white, like blonde hair, blue
Yeah.
eyes, but she's the hoariest bitch you'll ever meet. I went to high school with her, but I didn't know her in high school. I met her as an adult.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But we did go to the same high school at the same time.
Mm.
And we have mutual
Yeah,
friends,
yeah,
but I
it
just
happens
didn't remember
sometimes.
her. You know what I mean? Different
Mhm.
scenes. I was an emo. Anyways, she lives in Papua New Guinea, but she's out there in the wops, like with all these crazy looking cunts. And Papua New Guinea is the most wildest place that I've never heard of, because it's like pirate town until I ran across
Yeah.
this bitch, and like, there's people there. Like, she comes across Triumph Street, right? She's out in the bush. There's people there that have never seen a white person before.
Yeah. Cannibals.
Yeah,
People
bro.
eaters out there.
Yeah, bro.
Uncontacted
Yeah,
tribes. They'll see a phone,
Yeah, bro.
they'll chop your head
And she's
off.
she's just this bitch just chilling out there, like, you know. I'm like, girl, I would never. I don't even want to go to Papua New Guinea. She's like she's got a man's now, G, and he's like some top dog, you know, some top dog. Can't name
Better
her
be.
a PNG. Of course,
Oh.
she wouldn't settle for less. Shout out to
Yeah.
the queens. And she's gonna get married, bruh. And I'm terrified of going to this wedding.
Yeah, don't.
I'm like,
Don't.
what if they marry me off? You know what I mean? Like, no offense, no
Put you in the
offense,
big pot.
but like, I can't escape.
Yeah.
And everyone over there's rolling around with fucking AKs, bro. Because it's a lawless place. They don't even know how many people are there. There's no, like, country record.
They don't even know how many islands there are there.
Nah. It's a pirate town.
Yeah.
And she's thriving. So that's the biggest flex for some bitch from
Yeah,
my
no,
high school.
that's pretty cool.
She's a cool bitch too. Like, she comes back to New Zealand and she's from Waiheke Island originally. So she's an island girl. So she's used to really extreme. That's the thing. People that are from climates like that can walk anywhere. You actually have that gift.
Mhm.
You can walk anywhere in the world,
Yeah,
G,
that's-
and you'll be like divinely protected.
That's why I want to go to Varanasi. Where they've been.
Oh yeah,
Crematory. Massive city.
that's your journey in life, is to walk that path. You know what I mean?
I think I gotta take some. I can't take like film there.
You need to get into vaccinations, don't you?
No, not really.
Oh,
I don't think
that's
so.
also what's putting me off going to Papua New Guinea, because they make you get like, 'cause fuck, bro, the
There's probably
plants and shit are like aliens over there.
there's probably a lot of parasites in the food over there. I know this guy who got a tapeworm. Well, not know this guy, but I know of this guy who got a tapeworm. He went over to maybe Papua New Guinea, and there was this this boiled rat there or something that they were serving, and he ate some and he got a tapeworm. And he didn't want to get rid of it.
Oh no, it
So-
bonded to him.
Yeah, no, he bonded to it,
No, that's, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It bonded to him.
and he
Which means
he
it
saw it as like
brainwashed him to like,
he saw it as like a
keep it.
baby.
no,
He was like, oh, I want to keep feet because they can get up to 50 feet long inside your body.
bruh,
That's
nah,
like
that's the
30
thing.
meters.
He got the placebo, or not the placebo, what do you call it? Stockholm syndrome.
And he said
Fell in
he
love
could,
with his
he
captain.
could feel it wriggling around in his body, like over his
Ew,
shoulder,
I like that.
around
No,
his
stop.
neck. It was bad. Sometimes he'll lay naked in his bed and he'll put a bit
That's
of
big.
cheese between his legs that comes out like a tail.
Get
and it
out,
eats
you're
the
lying.
cheese.
That's a lie.
No, he was talking about this, and he said
This man is disgusting and he needs to be put down.
he was on this podcast talking about it when he had it, and he said he kept pulling out like celery, I think. He kept like eating the celery because it's crunchy, and the vibration of the teeth crunching the celery helps calm down the tapeworm.
Oh no.
I find them really disgusting. There's like these videos of bears, and it like
I don't
it's
know.
like a firework. It like when it like shoots out like down the street out of its ass. It's probably the most disgusting I've
Oh,
ever seen.
you've seen too much on the internet.
I've seen way too much on the internet, I think, in my short time.
Yeah, you would have been born straight
Knowing
into
it,
it.
yeah.
2005. Peak internet then.
Mhm. Yeah, there was like
Fuck,
Facebook was massive.
2004, G, there wasn't even such thing. They had no filters on the internet when you were being born. So yeah, like you could look anything up. There was like now there's actually a lot of filters on this shit. There's more than ever
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
The internet's actually a very controlled place.
yeah, it's super controlled. now.
Yeah, you got to really dig to find anything different. But back in the day, bro, kids, you'd go on Google and search something, just see the most fucked up.
Yeah, I remember Blue Waffle.
Nah.
That's the one in the high school that everyone told me that like people would get people to search up. I did that one day mistakenly. That was bad.
Oh, you fell for the trap on the cup one too.
Yeah, we actually, me and Jasper reviewed it on this podcast.
Did you?
First episode in, we reviewed Two Girls One Cup.
Like what, the health decision or
No, we just
the
just
video?
reacted to it. The video, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually
That's where, shout out.
I found out it's a trailer for a 2-hour long movie called Hungry Bitches.
Oh, what?
And I think the whole thing they do in the movie is kind of that stuff.
What?
I haven't seen the movie, but I've got the link saved if I ever need to pull it
Oh,
out.
no. So that was around that time, Human Centipede. What was
Oh,
going on
I've
in
never
the world.
seen that. I don't want to watch that one.
No, I watched that when I was in high school. We had a watch party with some of my high school
Oh
mates.
man,
Yeah.
that's a gnarly one.
I couldn't get over the fact that this cunt had this thing in the basement, and then all of a sudden it's on the lawn, like on the grass upstairs. I'm like, but they didn't show how they got the centipede from the basement to the lawn.
To crawl.
Once I saw that, I was over the whole movie.
God.
I was just like, nah, that's a real crucial part. Is how do you transport the centipede? Because it didn't show this going up the stairs. No, I never watched it.
Were they still alive when they were in there?
Yeah.
So they could like move and climb?
Yeah, they were kind of mobile.
Sure.
Yeah, because he'd like sewed their mouth to like the cavities, and then he fed the one at the front, which would then feed the one in the middle.
That is so gnarly.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was like cinema, That wasn't even like blocked off the internet. That was on YouTube.
I'd hate to be the guy.
We were like 15 in the middle. I reckon's the worst.
Nah, the backs.
No, at least you
gotta be
still.
the worst. Nah, the middle. Yeah.
The back, I reckon you could rip off, eh? Like, fuck, I'll just rip my mouth and be like,
No,
Chelsea
the
Smile,
back's
run
gonna
away.
be the worst because by that point it's like it's shit out of the first person's system into the second
you'd
one.
be
and
long dead by the time it got to your mouth.
it's double shit by the time you get it at the back. You're just eating
then you got shit all
that's
over your
become
leg.
shit.
You
And
know?
yeah. Like, at least you get to shit out, but wouldn't you rather shit in someone's mouth if your mouth is, like, already sewing someone's asshole?
Yeah.
I think it would be better if I could shit in someone's mouth.
Would you be the middle?
Yeah, no, I'd be the front, for sure. You get to eat real food, and
That
you
would
get to
be-
shit in
you
someone's
can talk
mouth.
and shit and breathe.
Yeah, that would be awesome,
You
dude.
get your mouth
Get to
privileges.
kick people and see. That'd be awesome. Doesn't smell like
You got
asshole all day.
privileges.
Yeah, you don't have to eat shit. That's the most important part, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Like, my dad showed me when I was really young the human fly, or the fly. You seen that one? He turns into a fly slowly, and he spits acid at, like, his girlfriend. It's gnarly. He, like,
well, some men are pests,
slowly his meat falls off his bones and stuff, and he becomes this fly, and he
Your
grows.
dad watched
grows
videos.
Yeah, he showed me the John Carpenter's The Thing when I was real young, which is a real gnarly movie as well.
See, I was deprived of cinema as a child, so I don't know. We didn't have parents with taste.
Yeah, my dad had all the DVDs.
Yeah, see,
He
my
had this,
parents didn't have taste. I had to get that externally from other parents.
Yeah, he had this friend in like 09 who would like pirate all these movies for us. And he put them on hard drives for us. It was sick.
You grew up with royalties.
Yeah, I had this like little DVD player I used to have, and I could put DVDs in it.
You are a child of the 2000s.
Yeah, I had
Nobody else had those.
Yeah, those were awesome. Yeah, it's like it's irrelevant now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Everyone's on the
iPad,
iPad.
yeah.
I fucking hate it.
I really love using old technology and
Mm.
shit. Like, I got the instruments and stuff.
I've been thinking about this heaps lately because when I was working at Gilbert's studio with all the printers and stuff, I was having all this trouble with this brand new printer, right? And he goes, well, machines aren't built like humans anymore. And I was like,
That makes
holy
sense.
shit! Because machines used to be built like humans, but
It used to be.
they were actually properly engineered. You could read them with your energy.
Yeah.
You didn't even, like, everything was intuitive. Now you get it and everything's an interface.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's
hectic.
like fucking trash. You can't reprogram anything. So, like,
Yeah, it's like a robot.
machines are way
I'm
less human
sorry.
than they used to be.
I'm sorry. Try again.
Yeah.
Wrong button. I'm sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
mad talk. Like, rotary cars as well. Like, I feel like rotary engines are human as. You know how, like, people call their cars girls and shit?
Mhm.
That's a human machine.
Yeah, now these EVs, it's it.
with batteries.
You know?
Everything's like batteries,
It's-
computers, and
yeah.
interface now. That's the, like, I mean, like, once you can find that balance between technology and human, like, I feel like we've already passed
Yeah,
it.
we so past that.
Yeah.
There's but some people believe that when the like Egyptians were around, they had like more advanced technology than us. That was like, but it wasn't like computers and stuff. It was like what you were talking about, but like way more advanced. Like it's like machines that like harness gravity or something to work. You
Yeah,
know, like
they're in cohesion with the
or
universal
they
energies
use
around them.
the tides and shit to work. Or
Exactly, because this shit is actually really boring and basic.
Yeah,
Like, this is
yeah.
actually really basic technology that we've just overhyped and like refined over years.
I think it's pretty cool that they're like it goes from like crushing rocks to like a motherboard.
Yeah, that's
It's
beautiful.
pretty cool, and like a screen as well. And now like I don't know. I think the internet is pretty cool. How it's wireless, and I can talk to someone halfway around the world, and it's like it's in here, like you know, like
Well,
I find that really cool. But people think the Egyptians had that shit, and then heaps of like small asteroids came and wiped out the Egyptians or these like super advanced.
Well, but they cracked it anyways. You know what I mean?
Things, yeah.
Like, if you cracked it as you, now what?
They've got the biggest, best monument ever that will stand forever, pretty much. Like the pyramids. Like, I don't think anyone's ever beat that as far as like
No,
leaving something
that's
behind.
alien technology too. That's that's a very sacred place.
Yeah.
It's like an energy, like it's a it's one of those high energy places in the world. We call it like a battery for the world.
Apparently,
it's a triangle, like a rotary engine.
I knew a guy that went there and saw the pyramids. He said the bricks were as tall as the cabinets.
Oh, kia ora.
Like
Yeah, I believe that.
Massive bricks.
Yep. Oh,
and they've just actually found out that there's like it's not just the pyramids and what's inside the pyramids. They've just found out there's like tombs that go hundreds of meters below the sand.
Yeah, it's beyond our comprehension. You've seen the Avatar, eh?
Yeah.
You know, like when they find that library in the desert and shit. You know, there'll be heaps of that sort of shit around the universe.
They like recently discovered that there's like these like coil staircases that drop below.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a hidden city. I believe it.
There's like that's the pyramid, and then they go like.
Oh, what's it like? The foundations.
I don't know these. If they did it through LiDAR.
See, that's a battery. Tell me that's not a battery.
It looks like something.
Tell me that's not a giant power plant. It looks like a you've seen them. I don't know what it's called, like mini, like pylons. Gee, that's basically that.
Yeah, it's like a big oil
They're
rig.
making big, and that's sacred geometry. Do you know what I mean? The spiral is the energy.
Coming from this channel, but as it grows, I want to stay on top of the latest.
Look at those eyebrows. That's crazy, eh?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There appears to be breaking news coming out of
Egyptian
research surrounding the pyramids of Giza. With new supposedly has 5 previously unknown structures that eerily resemble the Jet Pillar, which can also be found in the Great Pyramid of Giza.
They know what they're up to, you know what I mean?
There's been structures that have been found.
This is all sacred
underneath
engineering.
This pyramid. Structures going almost 2 kilometers deep.
2 kilometers deep. That is really far down.
That's if you go 2 kilometers up, you're right in space.
In 2017, the scan pyramids discovered
I think.
void inside the Great Pyramid of
You know, that's a long time.
I think Everest is 10 k's up. The top of Everest is 10 k's.
Oh, my bad.
Sensing technology. Now, muons are these particles
That is really far down.
Yeah.
And using muon detectors, scientists can count how many muons are passing through the space inside
Hey, look at that.
and therefore it was able to be
Muons.
Well, in 2022, Filippo Biondi and Corrado Malana published a peer-reviewed paper using SAR technology to scan the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now, SAR, or synthetic aperture radar, uses radio waves to send signals down to the
Sacred
Earth
geometry.
and measures the pulse map the surrounding area where they send out these radio waves. From what I know of SAR imaging, it is unable to penetrate through the ground. But their research team apparently added enhancements to this technology where they were able to measure micro movements in the background seismic activity, and therefore
I don't really like how this guy's got an AI background. It's kind of
above ground and subsurface structures.
The paper
It's
itself
freaking me
clearly
out, like it-
indicates that the results are
But
experimental.
it does confirm that there are large structures
I believe
beneath
that.
the pyramids.
There's definitely not nothing underneath there. Whoa, that's a cool
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like that.
concept.
But like it's like that. Like the pyramids on top of these, and it goes down, and
Yeah.
there's massive rooms or something.
That's like the holding cell. So you know, like the energy comes through here, boom, and then it's held in these
Mm,
like a battery.
mm.
You know?
It's weird. That's yeah.
Like that clock tower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Are you gonna go there too?
Maybe.
Aren't you from there, didn't you say before?
Well, the gypsy part of me is derived from Egyptian, because like gypsies is a short name for Egyptian.
Yeah, that's a yep.
So I want to do more research into my gypsy background though.
Oh god, man.
Yeah,
Traveling's in your blood.
yeah, I got
You're a child
the
of the
traveling
universe.
gypsies.
Yep, killed up.
Yeah, I
You're
gotta.
nomadic people.
I have to travel. I have to.
You made it all the way to the outside of the world, which is here. Boom, got
You're
your
crazy,
fucking link
man.
here, and you can travel anywhere in the world to you. Like literally.
Yeah. Do you have any like famous or just family members that did cool things?
Oh yeah, wow. Only criminal.
Still.
Yeah, that's. I don't have any like I'm not related to Stan Walker or nothing.
Never.
He does fuck up to one of our marae, but it's on the wrong side of the bridge for me. Anyways, my cousin Jorge Paji.
Yeah.
Do you want to Google him?
Yeah.
Go. His name's Joel. Go Joel Barlow, Barlow, and then maybe Australia AS. Yeah. I wonder what name. There he is, fake Tahitian prince who took $16 million meant for charity. That's my cousin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's the shout outs to him. We love you, Jorge Pa. He's a celebrity in our family. Look how beautiful he is. He's the oldest born grandson of my grandparents. Lived in New Zealand. He was raised by all the Kaumatas in the village. So he's very smart.
That's
Very
cool.
smart man.
That's cool.
And then he went over to Australia and became a professional fraudster. Because
Wow.
we are shape-shifting people. And then he got caught. And so he went to jail for a while. And then he's back in the Hauraki now. He's the prince of the Hauraki.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a cousin and he got whipped in the head with a motorbike chain and pushed got pushed off a 3-story car park
No.
onto concrete. So yeah, they whipped him with the motorbike chain and he was unconscious and they picked him up, they threw him off
That's
the car park.
No.
3 stories, fell onto concrete.
Did he not die?
He didn't die, he got fucked up for like 10 years, but he's like kinda
What,
right
before
now.
you'd be shattered, part of your soul would be shattered.
Yeah,
That's absolute
I
torture.
think he went to meet his ex-girlfriend to pick up some shit or something.
She set him up.
She set him up, and there
Yeah.
was a new guy there, and he came
Yeah,
out.
she set him up.
tried to end him.
Bro. You fucking these hoes, but they're fucking you back. Hey, that's
That's
so that's in the back of the cat.
that's attempted murder, man.
Yeah, bro, bitches
3
can get him
stories?
into a lot of trouble. Yeah, well,
It's a far
it's a
way to
miracle
fall.
that he's alive.
Miracle, and he's he's
Was that an Aussie?
mm,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
an
he
Australian
lives in
shit.
Aussie.
Yeah,
Fucking crazy.
yeah, that's out of it too.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool though.
Australia's wild.
My great granddad went to school with Picasso.
What the hell?
Went to art school with Picasso.
He would have been a sufferable
He knew
student to be at school with, though.
he knew Picasso.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That can't.
Yeah. He used to like.
Do you know what it's like when you actually know people like that?
He used to sketch with Picasso, and he had
Oh my
Picasso
god.
gave him some of his early sketches.
Do you reckon Picasso was a biter?
A what?
A biter? Do you reckon he bit your... Like, do you reckon he
Oh,
might have, like,
maybe.
stolen your grandfather's style and then got a bit famous, you know?
Well,
A lot of famous artists
his-
are actually biters.
his motto is, good artists borrow, great artists steal. That's his motto. Like, he's
Good.
known
Wait,
for
say
that.
that again. Good
Good
artists borrow.
great artists steal.
Yeah.
Or like take inspiration.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
artists
Borrow
take
as in, like,
inspiration. and
the
great artists
influenced
steal.
by other things and then put your own spin on
Mm.
it. Great artists
Yeah.
steal other people's
That-
ideas
that's like
that
his
they
famous
got
line.
from the... Wow.
So I
So you
think he
never
was
know your grandfather could have been the catalyst for...
great grandfather.
Or your great-grandfather, sorry.
My grandma's dad,
You never know if Picasso could have been a biter.
Ralph Rosenbaum.
Oh my gosh, shout out.
He was big Jew.
Ralph, that's a sexy name.
Rosenbaum. That was he was hella Jewish.
I love a Ralph.
And he
Shout out to Ralph Rosenbaum.
he had Picasso sketches that Picasso had given to him personally.
Oh.
And they were in my family for like ages, and then like someone like took advantage of my grandma or something one year
Elder abuse.
ages ago, and like took the fucking
Yeah.
sketches,
Target on your head, yeah.
Picasso sketches that were in my family.
That's okay. I feel like
Yeah,
Picasso's of the old world.
they just would have been worth millions.
You know what I mean? Like, that's time to switch over.
They would have been worth
Pica-
millions.
like, you don't even know the extent of our art that we do.
Yeah,
And, how, like, put 40 years on the shit, G.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's mad.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And at this stage in our lifetimes, we're giving each other art. It's worth so much. It's so valuable.
Yeah, I drew this deer.
Oh my god.
So
It looks like a Mintrix cover. See, like the Mintrix?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I know
genuine?
them.
Craziest though.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
Yeah.
It's giving color pencil on paper.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for that. It's like almost like childlike drawing style. Write another one.
Should we have another code?
Yeah. We'll take an ad break.
This is fun as I actually forget that I'm actually on it.